Good morning. It's time for another installment of Trust Matters, Real Estate and Estate Planning Solutions with Sean Robertson of Gateville Law Firm. They're located in Yorkville, online at gatevillelawfirm.com.
Good morning, Mike. How you doing today?
Sean, welcome in again. We've got a topic here that we kind of touched on within the last couple of weeks with the multi-board residential real estate contract 7.0. And today we're kind of, adding a little more depth to that because there's so much we could talk about. You mentioned off the air that we could probably do 7 different shows on this particular topic itself.
Correct.
So what angle do we want to take today?
So what we're going to talk about, so what I see in the marketplace is the majority of sales are really related to the senior market, meaning you've got parents that are selling because they're moving in with kids. They may have nursing home issues where one of the kids is the power of attorney for the mom, and you could have death issues. So that's kind of what I see in the real estate market.
Yeah, this contract too we're talking about. There's a couple of things within here. There's inspections, professional inspections that are a big stage, an important part of this, and the attorney review, which we touched on last time around as well. All right, so with that kind of as our lead off here. And the seniors as well that you mentioned, kind of a big part of the market. Where do we go from here with the seniors?
Yeah, so I think the attorney review period is kind of the period of time where modifications can be made and inspection periods can be made. So, like for example, Mike, I just had a senior couple around the Kendall, Kane County area come to me, and they're buying another house. They're buying a new construction, and one of the reasons they're moving is because they want a ranch because the mom, the elderly person, wants a ranch because of health reasons. So, and one of the concerns, they were going to go to one of these cash buyers because one of their concerns is they didn't want to have to spend money fixing the house up, paying for repairs. So I think the reason the attorney review and professional inspection period is important is because depending on your need, if you're upfront with your realtor and attorney, we can meet those needs. I just think you need to be upfront and honest with the buyers so they know what to expect.
Yeah, you can negotiate on repairs. Maybe there's some hidden problems. You might think, okay, I know this is needing some repair and this part of the house needs some issue resolving too. Inspector comes out, they could find 5 or 6 things you had no idea about.
Correct. And you're right. So a lot of times you have as-is real estate deals where people just assume, oh, there's nothing that the buyer or the buyer's attorney can ask for, and that's not the case. But I think the point is, depending on what your needs are, I think if your realtor makes it very clear, and again, this is kind of an exceptional case, that the seller is absolutely not going to make any repairs. You may take a hit on the purchase price, meaning the buyer, in return for kind of taking the house as it is going to get a reduction on the purchase price. So my point is, I think with the realtor and clients, we can customize the situation to the client.
All right, so with this attorney review period or with the professional inspection period as well, and just overall, do you have any specific tips for buyers or sellers to try to help make things a little smoother?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. So, I mean, one thing I would recommend for sellers, if you have the money, is hire a home inspector and see what issues they come up with your own house. And you can work with your realtor, or if you're doing a for sale by owner, you can fix those items, or at least the major items. And then when a buyer goes into the house, you've kind of repaired a lot of the issues they would find. So I think sometimes being on the offense, meaning finding out what issues your house has prior to it being on the market, is a good idea.
All right. The folks at Gateville Law Firm can certainly help out with this and any question that you may have. So many issues that come up when you're buying or selling real estate, and that's where Gateville comes in. You need some experts to handle all of the complicated mess and get some ease of mind in a tough situation here when you're going through lots of complicated matters. Trust Matters, Real Estate and Estate Planning Solutions, the name of the show, with Gateville Law Firm's Sean Robertson. They are located in Yorkville at gatevillelawfirm.com. You can give them a call at 630-780-1034. At Gateville Law Firm, trust matters. We'll see you again at the same time next week.